Several victims from across the country, including the states of Maryland, Missouri, and New York, all have one thing in common. They were all in the news this week in connection with alleged kidnappings, murders, or rapes blamed on illegal immigrants who attacked girls and women. And then there's Texas, where two more illegals are accused of strangling a 12-year-old girl for motives that remain unknown. The string of crimes comes after millions of illegal crossings of the US-Mexico border have been allowed and encouraged. So let's take a look at these perpetrators, and you can decide if these people should have been let into our country under an asylum claim, and if you want them living in your neighborhood. On August 5th, 2023, Victor Martinez Hernandez, 23, allegedly murdered and raped Rachel Morin, 37, on a trail in Bel Air, Maryland. But Rachel was not his first victim. It was learned that Hernandez fled to the United States illegally after committing the brutal murder of a young woman in El Salvador 7 months earlier in January 2023. He then entered the U.S. illegally in February 2023, and the following month, a woman and her 9-year-old daughter were attacked in a home invasion in Los Angeles. DNA collected in that case later provided a match to Morin's. He spent 10 months crisscrossing the country until police arrested him in Oklahoma this week. Next is Christian Giovanni Ingalandi, 25, who was arrested in New York City this week after a group of citizens recognized him as wanted for tying up and gagging two 13-year-old girls and raping one of them. He entered the U.S. illegally through Eagle Pass, Texas in 2021. He was captured and released, even though prosecutors said they had a DNA match on his water bottle. An immigration judge ordered his removal in 2022, but he remained in the country to commit the attack. Then in Houston this week, there was Johan Jose Rangel Martinez, 21, and Franklin Jose Peña Ramos, 26. Both are illegals from Venezuela. They were arrested for strangling a 12-year-old little girl and dumping her body in a creek. Both men crossed the border in El Paso, Texas. Peña Ramos less than a month ago on May 28th, and Martinez crossed on March 14th of this year. Surveillance video from a nearby 7-Eleven shows the men approaching the victim and walking her toward a bridge where police believe the murder took place. Her body was discovered in the creek below. On Monday, 5 illegals were arrested for kidnapping a 14-year-old girl in Indiana. This one had a happy ending when the girl's father located her phone and sent police where the girl was found unharmed in the back of the car. 3 of the suspects were Mexican nationals and included Arturo Eustaquio, 41, Noe Guzman Hernandez, 24, and Daniel Ruiz Lopez, 19. The other 2 were Hondurans and identified as Carlos Funes, 56, and Marlon Aguilar, 44. This week was not a particularly busy week for illegal immigrant crime. From February 5th to the 16th this year, Immigration and Customs agents, commonly known as ICE, arrested 275 illegal immigrants with sex convictions. But that's still not the end. In fiscal year 2023, ICE arrested 73,822 non-citizens with criminal histories. This group had 290,178 associated charges and convictions with an average of 4 per individual. These included 33,209 assaults, 4,390 sex and sexual assaults, 7,520 weapons offenses, 1,713 charges or convictions for homicide, and 1,655 kidnapping offenses. Is unvetted immigration what you want? I can't even imagine the pain of the parents of these young girls, and I hope that I never have to. Until next time, be safe.